Guys, so this video is going to be a get ready with me, everyday makeup look, and a hair tutorial on how I apply this wig. I get a lot of questions on how do I do my brows, how do I do my lashes, how do I do my hair, how do you fix a closure wig and stuff like that. So I decided to just put everything into a video. So if you do want to see how I achieve this look, please stay tuned and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. I am looking so crazy, but I already slicked my edges with my EBIN edge control and my edge brush, and I was just telling y'all, if your edge brush ain't dirty, you ain't using it right. And that's period. But I'm not using the ball cap method. I'm just pushing this back a little bit because I don't know how long I'll have this wig on. But I'm tinting the cap because it's a little bit too light. So this is the construction of the wig. I did bleach the knots and pluck the closure already. I got it from Korea Hair, by the way. All the details are gonna be in the description box, y'all. So to get started, I put some Got2b Glued spray on my edges, and I'm not gonna put it at the top just yet. I'm going to start by trying to lay the closure a little bit flat before we do anything else. And I am using a ceramic pressing comb. I've never used a regular pressing comb on my wigs, always a ceramic. And I believe the heat was on 450. And I'm just going through and trying to get it flat as possible. I meant as flat as possible. Anyways, I'm taking my hair scissors and I'm cutting the closure into sections. I'm not gonna go straight across. Oh, and I'm putting some mousse on the baby hair just so that I don't cut my baby hair. This is very important because if you just go snipping, then when it's time to do your edges, you might be looking a little crazy. So cutting. And now I'm about to actually secure the wig. So I pushed it back a little bit and put a couple of layers of Got2b Glued spray on it. I'm just pushing the cap up a little bit so it can have more of a natural look. And now I'm just blow drying the closure. This process can take a little bit long just because you want the Got2b Glued to be tacky and all that. Now you absolutely do need a rat tail comb because it's going to get those little small pieces of the closure that may be stubborn and don't really want to get flat like that. So it really comes in handy. So now I am going to try to flatten the closure a little bit more with the pressing comb. So with that, I'm just going back in with my mousse and putting that on the closure before I start to press it again. Now here's where I messed up, y'all. I should have got a wax stick and put that on before I started to press because the wax stick is what really gets that closure super flat and gets you that good look. I don't think that I recorded it, but I did go back in and just put some Got2b Glued spray on the top of the closure so that I can get it more flat than what it already is. So I'm just telling you all about the flat iron and the pressing comb that I have. But when you're straightening your hair, you just want to chase the comb with the flat iron and you want to make sure you're doing very small pieces. That is how you get the bone straight look. I know sometimes I can be kind of lazy and do like big chunks as I'm flat ironing my hair, but that is not going to get the look that you want, that super straight look. So if you be doing that, stop doing that. So as y'all can see, I'm just going through section by section to get this look. So right here, it did look okay, but I still was not satisfied, y'all. So after this, I had went back over it with the flat iron again. Now every wig that I get, I do trim the ends and I layer it to my face, so that it can have just that clean look at the ends. I do not be liking the thin looking ends on my wigs. So right here, as you can see, I'm layering it to my face. So you just want to grab your scissors and put them in a downward diagonal type of angle and just cut down. And that's where I'm explaining it in the video. But this process is very easy. It's not necessarily layers, but it just, at the front of your hair, it just gives you more of a natural look. So we're getting into my favorite part. It's time to do the baby hair. So I do not grab the very front of the closure close to the part for the baby hair. As you can see, I went kind of toward the middle or a little bit away from the middle part. That's going to give you a really natural look. And I'm just putting that same edge control on the top before I cut the baby hairs so that I can lay them down, because we have a little more work to do on the closure. So we're just going to spray some Got2b Glued on the top of the closure and in between the baby hair and the closure. And we're just going to press the closure away from the baby hair. Now, honestly speaking, I did do this kind of wrong, but it's okay. We just gonna roll with it. I am going to go ahead and cut the baby hairs. Now, I start off cutting them longer. Better to be safe than sorry. And then I go back in and cut them again if they're too long for me. I personally like to lay my baby hairs with mousse because it's not as strong and it gives it just more of a natural look versus like a super hard like I don't know, y'all. I really can't explain it, but I do mousse for my wigs. So that's what we're doing, and you really want to just keep playing with them until you get the look that you're satisfied with. And this was cool for me. So now we're getting into the makeup. Y'all, I am no makeup artist, but I like to play in makeup sometimes. So anyways, we're going to go in with a Morphe brow pomade and a Morphe brush. It's like the angled brush. Y'all saw it. And I'm just doing small light strokes to fill my brows. They look a little bit intense here, but that's okay because we're going to get them together. So now I'm going to go in with my Morphe concealer. So honestly, y'all, I bought this at Morphe. I do not remember the name of it or the color, but I'll make sure I put it down in the description box. So I don't really try to go for a super sharp look with my brows, but I do like them to be precise. So I do slow short strokes on the top and on the bottom. I know some people do not do concealer at the top, but I ain't some people. I like concealer at the top because it's cute. So when you're doing this part, it's important to be very careful when you're blending the concealer, because one false move and that concealer is going to be on them brows and you're going to be mad. So be very careful as you're blending your concealer. So this is the part where people would normally do eyeshadow. I don't know how to do eyeshadow, so I'm gonna just sew these lashes on. I got these at my local beauty supply, and I'm using the Duo lash adhesive. Usually I use the Tarte lash adhesive, but I didn't have it on me at this time. So I'm going on my lash line with the adhesive. Now, this is what I like to do personally because this adhesive is not very strong. So I put it on the lash line and on the actual lash. So you want to wait until your glue is a little tacky. Go ahead and blow it if you have to. One key tip that I use for my lashes is to not look up while you're putting them on, but to look down. So if you have a small circle, but if you have a small mirror, you can use one similar to the small circle mirror I cannot talk, that I'm using in the video to apply them. I don't know why, but it just helps so much better, and you get so much of a better look when you look down to apply the lashes. Now that that's out the way, I'm going in with my Milk primer and then the Morphe foundation. I'm talking about foundation. Oh my goodness. Voiceovers ain't no joke, y'all. Please bear with me. But I'm just putting drops of this all over my face. I do not use super heavy foundations because I don't have problematic skin like that. Now I know I got a couple of pimples at the top, but my skin don't be tripping like that. So yeah, I just go for the lighter coverage, not as much full coverage because I don't necessarily need it, and I just think it's too heavy on my skin. So I'm just blending, trying to blend as much as I can with this Morphe brush, y'all. All of my brushes are from Morphe, and with the same concealer that I use for under my brows, I'm just going to highlight, so under my eyes, my chin, above my lip, my nose, right up under those jaw lines, and low key, I feel like I should have went a shade or two lighter for the highlight because this kind of blends right into my skin. But as we're getting into the winter months, I feel like it should be a little bit lighter, but it's okay. I'm going in with my beauty blender. Now the beauty blender is damp already. That's a key rule, pro tip. Whenever you use a beauty blender, make sure I don't know what is wrong with me. Make sure it is damp and like squoze, so it's no more water in it. That is how you're going to get it blended correctly. So now we're going to go ahead and contour. Now I believe this is the color Toffee in the LA Girl Pro Concealer, but if I'm wrong, once again, refer to the description box. So I'm gonna go in my jaw lines, my forehead, contouring my nose. This part is really just kind of sculpting your face, for real. Now, as I'm watching this video, I used way too much. Like, sis was doing the most. Like I said, I just be playing in makeup. So now it's time to bake. This is the baking set by Morphe. They only got two. It's the light one and the dark one. I'm using the dark one. And I'm just putting that everywhere I put my highlighter. So under my eyes, once again on my forehead, my nose, above my lip, on my chin, and on my jawline. I really hope that's called your jawline because I'm just saying that and I don't even know, honestly. But after that's blended, I tried to go for a lip, y'all. This is Chestnut Liner by MAC and See-Through Lip Gloss by MAC, and I did not like it. Like, it looked a mess. And I don't even do lips unless they're red, so I don't even know why I tried that. But I just went with my Old Faithful Bath & Body Works gloss. who never failed to me. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on these lashes. This is the Benefit, I think it's the Bad Gal mascara, just to emphasize the lashes. And I'm gonna highlight with my glow kit. Here I'm telling y'all how this is my old faithful. I've had it since I was a freshman in high school. It has never failed me. Clearly had it since freshman year of high school. Look at how cracked up and messed up it is. But I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and above my eyebrows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all.